everybody! Welcome back to Marxism,
Brecht.
Top Fans!
Yeah!
Okay. Today on Marxism and Theater, we are talking about one of my new favorite shows.
It's so good, guys. Like, we love it.
It's called Mother Courage and Her Children. Now, we're also going to talk about Bertolt Brecht, who is the author and director of the show.
Yes, and there's some, key points we'll hit, just like when we, analyze the play that we watched. And, by the way, guys, we got to see it in Germany. How cool is that?
Yeah, we're here visiting some family, and, guys, the show is so good. So we're in Munich right now, and we saw the show at the Munich Kammerspiel, I think is how you pronounce it. I don't speak German.
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll
wow.
butcher it, but just kind of go, you know what we're saying.
Yeah, so this was the second performance of Mother Courage ever performed in Germany. The first one, the debut performance, was apparently done in Switzerland, Zurich. In 1939, in, what am I saying? Poland? Switzerland?
You said
No, I'm mixing Switzerland.
You
I don't
said
know.
Switzerland.
So, in 1939, when Brecht was outlawed. Outlawed's not the word. Exiled. Exiled during the war.
Yeah.
Because, as we know, Brecht isn't a fan of Nazism and fascism. And for those who didn't know, now you do.
That's kind of like what was going on during that time. So he got exiled, and then he wrote this play in 1 month.
Which is crazy.
Incredible. Especially for how great it is. I really highly recommend you all watch it.
Yeah, so he wrote it in response to the invasion of Poland. See, that's what I was getting at. The invasion of Poland in 1939 by you-know-who.
Yes, won't go into too much detail there. You don't need to know
about that.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. But yeah, so this play was really different. I loved it, but it was different. It was
super intellectual, engaging.
Yeah, very intellectually stimulating, but it was also very engaging for me. I mean, I bawled when I saw it. I was crying so bad. It's depressing, but it's wonderful. See it.
Yes. And I don't know. We could also describe it as
epic. So just a little bit of the background for you guys who haven't seen it. For those you do, recap. So the play, it's not set in modern times, but during the 30 Years' War, 1618 to 1648, which involved all the European states, and it follows the fortunes of Anna Fearling, nicknamed Mother Courage, a canteen woman who followed the Swedish army, who was determined to make her living from the war. But over the course of the play, she loses all three of her children, Swiss cheese, Katrin, to the very war from which she tries to profit from. I told you it was depressing.
So sad.
Yeah.
But so good. And now we'll dive into some of Brecht's theory.
Yeah, so I don't know how much you guys know about Brecht. In the different interviews that we've read about him, he's talked a lot about the V effect.
You have to
it's
say
a German word, and I can't say it.
Verfremdungseffekt.
And my cousins tried to explain it to me, and I don't get it.
We can't pronounce it.
The V effect.
Also known as the alienation effect.
Or estrangement effect.
Yeah, whichever one floats your boat. Known by all.
Mm-hmm. Basically, they do this in different ways. In Mother Courage, they used place cards that revealed the events of each scene before it happened, so you couldn't get too
connected and attached to
the people, the characters.
Or the plot.
They also had a
mask.
Oh my gosh, the masks.
Yes.
They used masks for every
there
actor.
would be three people
almost
playing the same actor, and they would switch the mask, and so you knew it was that character based off of the mask, not the person who was playing it.
And they would change costumes right in front of you, and
which was
set
crazy.
Changes in front of you. Sound was made on stage, and you'd see it. It was different.
All the purpose of just creating that thing where you don't get attached to the people, so you can actually get the whole message of the plot and the play and the story without getting sidetracked because you love one character.
They also did that by adding random songs. just randomly throughout they would sing, and it fit the story, but it drew you out from, it disengaged you like in a good way to make you think more intellectually about it.
Yeah.
It was a little jarring. That's the word. It was a little bit jarring, which I think is what he was wanting. I think he would actually be really disappointed if he knew I cried, but I cry about everything.
That's not supposed to
But yeah, that's not supposed to happen apparently. But I mean, you are supposed to like it, and that's supposed to make you think.
Yeah, like the person we were sitting next to, I think the VFX totally worked on them because they were like...
She hated it.
Yeah. Hated it. Totally got
She's
that.
Like, wow, that didn't engage me at all. I hated most of the characters. Yeah, I was just crying, and I was like, how can you say that? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so, like, when you watch that play, keep in mind that all of those things, the VFX, he did it on purpose.
Yes.
So, it's not some crazy director choice. He did it. Because it was a good idea.
I mean, he was the director, so it was a crazy director choice, but it makes sense, to make you think about what he, as the director and playwright, was trying to say.
Exactly.
And I think it was successful, ultimately.
Yes.
It was very intellectually and stimulating, and made me think about a lot of things, which leads us into our next segment, our favorite part of our show.
Our little tidbit of Marxism.
Woo! Okay.
Which, as you know, Brecht was part of, Marxist lover, like
Love him.
all of us. And so within his play, you can see a little bit of what was written in, like, the Communist Manifesto, and you can see some of those theories and...
Which you remember we talked about last week.
Yeah,
so
in our
you guys
vlog.
can review that, but also we'll just recap a few things for you.
Yeah, just, like, brief memory. Remember the Communist Manifesto was about the proletariats, which were the laborers... Wait.
No, the
proletariat. I switched that. Proletariats were
Yes. Proletariat is the modern working class. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
You were totally
going
right.
On the right track.
Yeah, no, you were right.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
the modern bourgeoisie is the industry. Those who run it are in charge.
Yeah. The industry.
And also something else we talked about was we mentioned capitalism.
Super important
it's
for
bound
this
to
play.
fail. Self-destructive, basically. And how self-interest is part of the problem that will lead it to failure. Okay. So, an example from the play. In Mother Courage, her character herself, Mother Courage, she could be seen as an example of capitalism and its inevitable self-destruction, seeing as her choices to feed the demand of a war-torn country are what destroys everything that's most important to her.
Sad.
Her choices make sense in the lens of self-interest because she looks out for herself, her financial security before other things and even people, even though she doesn't necessarily mean to.
It just kind of happens.
Her fear of losing her wagon, which is her way of living,
her life.
It makes her lose her son. If she'd put him first, he wouldn't have died. Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
And Mother Courage is an example of someone who is controlled, and defined by her work, wouldn't you say?
Yes. Just like in the Communist Manifesto, they were saying how the laborers were, like, they did the same things every day, and that work became who they were and defined and changed how they thought about themselves. And so it just kind of became who they were, and they lost their own individual characteristics.
Yeah, so Mother Courage, she lost a lot of her identity, much like Marx explained in Proletariatism, because her work is how she survives. It's how she provides for her family. And with her fear creates an inability to think differently out of protection and self-interest. And in that, she loses herself and everything that matters.
Yeah, so if you guys have any more thoughts, we just did the surface. We didn't even
we could go so much deeper.
Yeah, so, let us know, when you watch it, let us know how you viewed it through a Marxist lens, and, what deeper thoughts you have, and, the connections you saw.
Yeah,
we'd love
if
to
you
hear
have
that.
any questions or whatever,
yeah, we could
comment below,
it.
guys.
That's what we're here for.
Yeah. Don't forget to come again next week. Tune into us, because we have our vlog every Tuesday night.
Yep, so
don't miss us. Bye!